Oh my gosh, I miss you so much, and we're celebrating today. We're celebrating the birthdays of all of us right here. The three of us right here. David, Shelley, Danielle, Nikki, she's on her way, and who else's birthday?
Don't forget Howard Gilliam Jr.
And Howard Gilliam Jr., New Video Productions, yes. So it's a birthday celebration, and of course, we're still single on a Saturday night. Let's start with introductions. We haven't seen each other. I need an introduction.
But you know what's more important?
What?
This is our 4th year anniversary show.
4-year anniversary.
Put that love back.
It's the 4-year anniversary. That means we've been together for 4 years. I haven't even been in a relationship that long. Really, that's real. I've only made it 2 years, so basically I've been in love with you for 4 years. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, the love. So, let's introduce ourselves today. I'm Shelley Williams, single, never been married, and we get it, no kids and all that good stuff. So let's pass it down to the sexy one on the end there.
Hi, y'all. I'm Alicia. I'm single, never been married, 1 son, and I'm happy.
She's happy.
I'm happy.
But why you gotta say like that? I'm happy. Like you were surprised to be happy single?
But you know people
People don't think that single people are happy.
Exactly.
So I just got to make sure they know that I'm happy.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when you throw your arm up, like I'm happy. Like
I'm happy.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, I'm Roberto Lopez. I'm in a relationship, and I'm happy.
You had to think about it a little bit more. Teresa gonna get you.
relationships, man.
I'm happy.
He's happy. What about you? Yeah.
I'm Fiona Elmalloy. I am divorced and yeah. Dun, dun, dun. And I am also happy. Yeah.
Oh, did you have a divorce party?
What was that?
Did you have a divorce party?
Yeah, I'm not really a party. I think
How
I
long-
probably had a lot of drink.
How long ago did you divorce?
Oh gosh, 3 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to go to a divorce party, so that's not helping me.
Then we'll have one.
Okay.
We'll have one on the 4th anniversary.
Ooh, 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm David Scott, still single. Shelley and Danielle been on me about it for so long.
You was negotiating last
I
time.
was
we talked about
negotiating, I was debating, and now I'm just gonna ride it out. Being single, man.
Being single, you just gonna ride
I'm gonna help other people. I'm gonna be Hitch. Help other people
Oh,
get
I
connected.
like that.
I'm gonna
I
be
think
Hitch.
you could do that.
That's a good
I
idea.
think,
People
I think that's a great job for you.
That's right. I'm being Hitch.
I'm Danielle Patterson. I don't know what I am. See, I want to say single, but I think I might get smacked when I get home. I don't know.
Oh, she said get home. Did you hear that? Home.
Home. So that means somebody's home.
You're in a situation.
Somebody's home
She's
waiting.
in a situation.
I don't know. I can't say it's a situationship. I think I'm the one hiding from the fact that it's a relationship. We
okay.
newly out there.
Oh,
Newly.
I seen him too.
I know. I've been hiding them for 7 months.
I know. I've known him for years. I ain't look at him until I saw him with you. You know I'm shady like that, right?
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Wasn't it?
Nice.
Whoa, sorry.
I don't know, but
I
he's
wouldn't
been
do
doing a
nothing.
good job at handling all of this right here.
Yes, he has. I told you. I saw him on the dance floor. Yeah. At David's party. Remember that party?
I seen that she was in it.
You saw him, yeah. But today we have Mr. Jimmy DaSaint. Jimmy DaSaint, we go back so many years from ICH, Inner City Hustlers, because you know Urban Expressions. We always done our thing. And he has written 1,000,001 books. I think it's like 30 books so far, right? 30 books. But he has a book that caught my eye that says, What every woman wants. How you know what every woman wants? I'm trying to figure that out. So let's talk about the book. How do you actually know? What makes you an expert on what every woman wants? Are you single?
Sometime.
Typical male answer
I
there.
am. But listen, I wrote that book, honestly, because I was asked this question so many times when I wrote that book. And I wanted to write something different. And I was like, honestly, I said, when I was asked that question, the answer I said, I actually heard it a lot of women. A lot.
You heard a lot
you know
of
me,
women.
Shelley, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, every time I heard of a woman, it was from a lie. And I was like, that's all it was. It was like, all right, where was you at? I was with my friends. It was a lie.
What, the
who
chick
on
was never your
phone?
friend?
I'm just saying, no, I was with somebody else when she asked me that. It was always a lie. And I was like, every time I lost a relationship or whatever, it just was started from a lie. And I was like, I think. Oh, my bad. I said I got this. I'm gonna write something real serious because from my experience, personal experience, I just seen like when I cheated, I lied. When I, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't with my homies. I was out with some chick or whatever. But it always started by a lie. So I just wanted to write a story about these two females from Philly, 30-something females, and I wanted to. It's about the trials and tribulations of two women, you know what I'm saying, and they looking for love, you know what I'm saying, but they've been looking for love in the wrong places. You know what I'm saying? They've been following a certain type of individual, a certain type of man, and it never works out for them. And then one day...
So they was following the good kind? Because you know we like to follow the good kind.
Well,
like when you say it was a certain type of man, I need to know what type of man
like,
this is.
like the same type, like their preference just... I feel as though sometimes you don't end up with your preference, and the person you end up with is like... not the one you like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you probably like tall guys or whatever, but you ended up with a guy 5'8" that love you like nobody, but that was your preference.
And that's the real.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, these two women, they got preferences, but their preferences is like the wrong dudes for them. Sometimes you just got to follow your intuition, your heart, you know what I'm saying? And it's someone totally different. You know what I mean? So that's what the book is. A very, very deep book. Like, it's a bestseller, actually. You know what I'm saying? It was the #1 selling book. I put it out a few years ago. Shelley reached out to me a few weeks ago and said, I wanted to talk about that particular book. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I wound up on the show. I said, okay, I'll get a few copies for you. I'll come to your show. And I really would like for all y'all to read it because it's a very, very deep book. You can see the reviews on Amazon, all 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? And I put my thing down with this book.
So did you do a lot of research with it?
A lot of research.
Personal experience?
But with me.
Of you? Just you?
Like, I mean, sorry. I mean, I got, you know what I mean? I've been with women.
There's going to be a lot of that in the book because, you know, I like profanity. So is it going to be in the book? It's going to be real in the book? It's going to be real?
Read that book. You're going to call me and you're going to thank me. I promise you.
You said you like real. I really want to get to the, I mean, I don't know if you mind going into your personal life, but let's go into your personal life. Since I've known you for so many years, but let's go into your life. Well, talk about how you are the only one who was in prison who had a book deal.
Yeah, I just came home from the feds. I just did 10 years in federal prison. I used to be a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? And I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? I started writing books. You know what I'm saying? And I went in 2000. I got out 2010. In 2001, I got a 3-book publishing deal. I'm the first federal inmate ever to get a book deal while I was incarcerated. I actually wrote the book and sent it to a publishing company in New York, and I got a book deal while I was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? And after my book deal ran out, I started my own publishing company in prison, and I started releasing all my other books through my own publishing company. So, you know what I mean? So that was,
well, I thought that was always a remarkable story since, you know, when we did Urban Expressions, you know, I saw him as, you know, the hip-hop guy, the one who was doing, you know, he brought out the ones, you know. Talk about who the artists you brought out that got the big deals. Like, his history is deep. So talk about that.
When I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying, like, I was working with Jay-Z. Jay-Z, I was like his Philly connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jim, who down there? So I took him, you know, Freeway, Oskeen, those parts, the whole state property thing, and got a few producers, and I actually got that deal, helped them put state property together, right? Right after that, I wound up getting incarcerated because at the same time I was doing that, I was still in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
you know, the whole time I didn't know you were in the streets. I think I literally believe the best in everyone in life. So I never knew anything about the streets.
So I got indicted.
And so, even then, I still didn't believe. I said, "Well, no."
You was like he was innocent.
I said, "What did you do?"
Let me help you with this, Shelley. When the feds get you, you got it. They done built the case for a long time. That wasn't some new stuff.
I really didn't. In my eyes, I saw Jimmy as the businessman and the one, you know, we did so much work together. I really didn't think of that at all. But then when you got in there and you started writing books, I would never expect anything less than somebody to come out there and do big things. So talk about what? Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Didn't y'all go to school together?
Yeah, I've been knowing Jimmy for so many years, and I was just so excited to see you here today, and especially with the topic of the book, What Women Want. So could you just give it to us? What is it, man? What's the standard thing that women want?
Y'all don't know.
I really think it's just
I wish I had read the book before we got here.
I kind of think it started with just truth. It's like, it's all right, like, you know my son mother, right?
Yes.
Tiana, she's also a book author.
Yeah, I wanted y'all to be together forever, but that didn't work either. But anyway, that's a different story.
But it's like this situation, right? When I came home, I wound up having a baby by another book author. And then I could feel me drifting. You know what I'm saying? I just came home, I met her, and I could feel it. And I was like, damn. And I promised myself when I came home from prison, I was going, if I'm going to be with a woman, I'm going to be with a woman for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been down that road. But I felt me drifting and wanting to be with other people. So I had a one-on-one conversation with her.
And how'd that go?
It just because I told her the truth. I said, you know what? I'm never gonna come home and lay in bed with you, and I just was with some woman. That's
So you
what
just didn't
bothered
come
me.
home?
You know what I'm saying? No, I talked to her. I wouldn't do it. I knew what my urge was like. You know what I'm
was
saying?
pulling you, so decided to be
and I wrote
real
a book
about it now.
being straight up and being honest and being sincere. And I'm like, yeah. And by being honest, you see how close we are.
Right,
So she was like,
cool.
he
She
told
like,
me,
yeah.
he was like, I was like, you know, I know it's gonna hurt you and everything. We got a son. I'm gonna be there for my son. We straight, we good. But I ain't doing all that cheating crap. I'm not doing all that, man. I'm not having that on my conscience, coming to the house, changing underwear and all this crap.
Is that what happens?
No, well,
I'm
you
just
know,
saying. I'm
Can
not
you tell
doing
us
all
the
that.
secret? Is that what
I ain't
happens?
say I'm good at. I'm just not doing all that. I'm just too much. It's just too many. I ain't doing all that.
he is
lying.
giving up the man tape.
Changing
That's the
underwear.
man tape.
That's just the time I was
Clothes in
on.
the car.
That's what you got caught.
Just the time
I
I was
know.
on.
Look, you know, my brother told me you gotta keep the same soap in the car
Yeah, all that
that you
extra
use
stuff.
at the house. That way you can still smell like you was wherever. And I was
But
like, okay.
he got all the hidden secrets.
You can't smell like fresh soap.
No, it's not fresh
You
soap.
can't smell fresh. You can't smell fresh.
So you gotta go run around the block
Then
to
run around
smell.
the block a few times.
So run around the block, change your
little.
underwear, and then the woman won't know you
Cut the
was
phone
cheating.
off and lock the phone. They can't check. It's just too
So
much, man. You
didn't
know
tell
what
her
I'm
the
saying?
truth, you put yourself at risk too. Because how do you know that she believed it was the truth compared
At
to?
least she knew I was straight up.
She knew
She
you-
knew my character. She was like, "That's who he is." You know what I mean, I just wasn't gonna cheat on her. I ain't had time for all that.
My question.
Because you cheating on yourself when you cheating on them.
So, you said that you told her you didn't want to cheat on her out in the streets. But if you told her,
Period.
is it cheating? And
Yeah,
did
the
you
thought of
discuss?
cheating.
Wait a minute. Just listen to the question, please, before you answer. Did you discuss any kind of alternative lifestyle, meaning maybe a polyamorous situation or an open relationship?
No, I ain't discussing. Ain't no
She
black
might have been
woman- ain't
down
no
with it,
black
though.
woman in Philly
Ask
doing
her.
no open relationship.
She might be
I don't
down
know
there.
about that. I ain't running to him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't running to one.
But you didn't ask
Show me
her.
her. Who?
She might be.
No, hell.
She might
Not
be.
my situation. You know what I'm saying? She got my son. You think I'm saying, okay, I want to be with you and Jackie and Tina. You good with that? You know what I'm saying? You think she gonna go for that?
She might. I know people.
She ain't
Well,
Muslim.
look,
She can't.
we
you know what I'm
have,
saying?
you can't say ain't no black woman in Philly because I'm gonna just tell you, it's probably 3 in this room right now. So
is.
it's about to go down.
really
Open
is.
relationship. And
Yeah.
they good with it. I'm saying I ain't running to him.
You gonna
Maybe you ain't looking.
You know what I'm saying?
You,
Right
you
now,
never know.
wouldn't
one of
want
them is in the
that.
bathroom changing her clothes, about to come out here. We're gonna go to a break, but she's about to come out here, and she really is down with that. You heard me? Let's go, DJ dude. Hey.
It's your girl Shelly, not your average girl.
Exquisite Hair Design, Rashida Store. Talk about the app, Harry Situation. Download it right now.
Okay. Basically, I just developed the app to kind of educate the consumer on the origin of where the hair comes from, price point, and what's good quality and what's not good quality.
Get educated on what you think is the right one, because I have a lot of hair stories. I have gotten hair after hair, I think it's like 4 years worth of hair. And I tell you, today is the day that I finally found the hair that has worked for me. That's right, it's 100% unprocessed virgin Indian hair. See, that's right, I got Indian in my family now. It's on my head. That's right, Exquisite Hair Design, Rashida Store. Get the app, Harry Situation. Call her up, get the hair. I'm telling you, because you want to be Indian too, right?
Baby, they in full effect.
Yo, it's like the 26th anniversary of the song.
Baby, they in full effect.
26th anniversary of the song.
But it's still hot to me.
And that's what they say,
Full
you know.
effect.
'cause
You
I
know,
feel
there's some
it.
people out there that's poison out there anyway.
Flashback. Full effect.
That's people.
Baby, they in full effect.
All right, this is Single on a Saturday night right here at TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ad. We do this every fourth Saturday. And you know what? And the manager's back there with his thumbs up, because that means we really doing it, right? We doing it. We not poison. We hot, yo. We hot. But I got something hot for
They
you.
in full effect.
We're giving away this bag. It is a magazine bag. Yes.
Dude, I saw that online.
And someone is sitting in a lucky seat. So afterwards, you'll find out who the winner is. But I just had to talk about AlvinaStyles.com. She is giving away this beautiful bag. And someone in the audience, we don't know who it is. There's a ticket on the bottom of somebody's seat, and you are the winner. But thank you to AlvinaStyles.com. And of course, Howard Gilliam Jr., who helps us put the show together. And of course, course. JT Wilcoxon, he's the genius. That's what I heard. He even got sunglasses on in the daytime. What?
It helps him think. It helps him think.
It makes him really a genius. But we have Jimmy DaSaint. Jimmy DaSaint, he's also one of the founders of the Philly Hip Hop Awards, and he's written a whole lot of other books. So tell us about how you started the Philly Hip Hop Awards, and then we're going to go into some of the other books. But tell us about the Philly Hip Hop Awards, because you know I was a winner. Ha.
When I started the Philly Hip Hop Awards a few years ago, I just came home, and I was actually at Black and Nobel, and I was looking at the Source, and it was like the Source Awards, and I was like, I'm gonna do a Philly Hip Hop Awards. I knew everybody, you know, I work with everybody.
Of course, you know everybody.
So yeah, I mean, I called, you know, a few top local rappers to come perform and order some awards and trophies, and I just started. I didn't know it was gonna be that big. I just got a citation, an award this year from the mayor for making the Philly Hip Hop Awards official award show in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So I just did it and it just blew up. You know what I'm saying? Shelly, you was there, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So,
it's at the TLA, which is like one of the venues
Yeah, I do it with Live
that
Nation.
a lot of us really don't get to have a nice little event there. That was really big to me. Like, yeah, they opened up the doors, and especially the hip hop, so that's really big.
Yeah.
That means you did some pretty good convincing, you know?
I just told him, I had to give him the blueprint, you know what I'm saying, to show him, and they was just worried about violence and stuff. I said, it's going to be cool, I got this. You know what I mean?
He got this, and you're right. How many years has it been?
5.
He's got this, yes. And you know what? There's no excuse for what you can do, because you're just doing it all. So you have 30 books to your name right now. Tell us about some of the others.
I mean, my top book is Black Scarface, the book I wrote with Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross.
The real Rick Ross, not
that was featured on BET American Gangster. Yeah, that was my cellie in federal prison. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how did that happen? You're selling in federal prison, the real Rick Ross.
I don't know anything about any criminals, thankfully.
Yeah, well,
So-
you know about the rapper, right?
So
you know about the rapper Rick Ross, right?
Yeah, because in my mind, I'm Rick Ross, but all they tell me is not a real story or whatever. But I don't care. I like gangster rap, you know, about, you know, taking hoes down in Miami. I'm about that. I like trap music, too.
Okay.
And I still don't know what a trap queen is, but I know all the words, and I still don't understand it.
So tell us about the story. I mean,
we just wrote the book. I was a cellie in federal prison, you know what I'm saying? And we did time together in Texas, you know what I'm saying? And I said, I'm going to write a book called Black Scarface, and he helped co-write it and wound up becoming, that's my top book. It's actually, the script was just written, and I just was contacted by a few companies from LA, and it's actually about to be turned into a TV series in Philly. It's going to be something like The Wire, but it's the Philly Wire. Because the book sold over 70,000
Because you know, that's
copies.
when I got my black card. I watched The Wire last year.
Oh, I remember when you sat there
very
watching
excited.
The Wire.
You know, because I went to Baltimore and they tried to steal my weave, and I didn't understand that, how it was going to happen. But then when I watched The Wire, I totally understood what was going on down in Greenwood.
The Wire.
So you can teach me about the underbelly of Philadelphia, even though I've been here my whole life and don't know what's going on.
Read Black Scarface.
I know. Okay, good. I'm on it. You know, and my father's son a drug dealer and everything. Well, he in jail now on RICO charges, so I can talk about it. He ain't never coming home. They wrote a book about him, too.
You talk about gangster, she with the gangster stuff.
I ain't with the gangster stuff no more.
Well, no, I'm just interested.
He's
because
in the business
I'm interested in turning that around. I'm at, you know, because so you telling me that you had all these things going on, but you couldn't leave the drugs alone. See, you was right there. You was right on the cuff. You could have got it together, but you couldn't leave drugs alone. See, this is what they suck you in.
I couldn't leave the money alone.
That's the drugs.
That's the money.
That's the drugs.
When you making like $5,000, $7,000 every day, it's just hard to say I don't want it tomorrow. It don't work like that. It's like every single day I had like at least $5,000 cash in my pocket.
But you weren't seeing the benefits of what you were doing, making you that same kind of money without all the risk. Like you weren't doing a risk analysis assessment.
No, it's just risk with it. It's just a game. You know what I'm saying? You know that you're going to end up dead or in jail, and hopefully you might luck up and get up out of there. And, you know, I went to jail.
So that was like a whole part of your like life plan. Like, okay, I'm going to do all this. I'm going to get them some money. I'm going to give up 10 years. Hopefully I don't die. Then when I come out, I'm going to write books and I'm going to be famous.
He never thought he was going to jail. I know you never thought you was going to jail.
Tell me what women want. I understand this conversation, but I want to know what it is that women want.
You got me back in jail, man.
That's right. So we ain't gonna give his business up. Jimmy, tell us what women want.
I'm trying to stay away from that. No, the book is about two women, like I said, about a girl named Robin and a girl named Tammy. They both from Philly, and they really just looking for love, and they've been looking for love in the wrong places, and they gonna find love from the least expected place they ever thought. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna meet two genuine dudes, but they used to look down at these dudes. Like, you know, one just came home from jail and another one, whatever. But
So
they
all
just
the
needed a
dudes that we
break.
talk about on the show that we don't want to date, that's who they gonna end up with.
I don't know, you gotta read the book. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give too much up, but I think you.
Well, no,
gonna
you
like
gotta give me enough to tease me in. I mean, because what you just gave
That's
me ain't
enough.
even
He
as good
just-
as
That's
the
a
synopsis
lot.
on the back.
It's the synopsis is on the back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. I can't like just give it up. Then it's. You know what I mean?
He wanted them to
We
tell you the
want-
whole
we
story.
No, I don't want the
Yeah.
whole story. No, there's an art to storytelling. You gotta tell, you gotta give me
That's
the
why I sat there for
elevator
them few
speech.
months and wrote them 40 chapters. That's the art of storytelling. And I write it too. I don't know how to type. I actually go
Ooh,
by
wow.
a pad,
Ooh.
go by a
Can I
pack
be
of
a
pencils,
typist?
and I write it.
I can do that. I
actually.
can be a typist.
When
I help you collaborate.
When it get written, I pass it to somebody and they type it. Then somebody else edit it after I
You
write
got
the
a
initial.
team
I
of
wanna ask
people.
you a
Yeah,
Well, I want to know about the publishing house. So you said you self-published. So is it now a whole publishing house and you publish other authors as well?
No, see, y'all ever heard of Kerry Woods? True to the Game.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't know anything about that.
Yes, of course I know Terry
She was
Woods.
from the hood. Philly. Come on. Hey,
I know Terry Woods. I've
you know,
known
she
her.
got the top book.
I've heard
in
her,
Philly,
known her for years.
True to the Game was.
I know
That's why I
James
didn't.
Patterson.
Yeah, I love
and
James
I know,
Patterson.
you know.
All right, we know. So what about
No,
Terry
man.
Woods? Go ahead.
Terry. I was talking to her one time. She was like, "Jimmy, the worst thing I ever did was self-publish other book authors."
Okay.
And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Because I didn't think about I got to market them, promote them, they royalty checks. I was responsible for all that, and all her book authors wound up suing her."
Right, I heard it.
See what I'm saying? So and she told me that on the phone. She was like, "I'm thinking I'm doing something nice. I'll put out other authors and stuff, but I was responsible for so much more. And then if one check missing or whatever, it's a lot and inventory." And she was like, "Wow."
So you're just doing your own thing, basically.
Yeah, so when I started my company, even though every day I get a lot of submissions, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I got so many books. You know what I'm saying? So I only put my own books out of my company.
Did you write before you went to jail?
No.
Did you no passion at all for writing?
Nothing. I just went to jail.
When you were doing the music though,
They was doing
so
the music.
they were just doing the writing, so everybody else was doing the writing.
I
You
did
just
some writing with the music, little stuff, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
when I got sentenced to that 10 years, I was like, I gotta do something. So I just sat there in my cell one day, started writing a book. And I passed it to my cellie after I was done. And he read it, he said, "Jim, this is real good." Passed it to a few other inmates, and they read it, everybody liked it. So I seen a submission thing in New York. Once you get your manuscript typed and everything and edited, I got all the guys in jail to help me with it. Then I sent it out. Then they wrote me a letter back. And it's crazy because when they wrote me a letter back while I was in prison, they said, "Call us as soon as possible." Gave me a number, so I called. And the dude was like, "I'm a publisher from New York. Your story is really, you got more of these?" I said, "Yeah, I got a few." He said, "Well, I want to get you a book deal now. If you wrote this book." I said, "Yeah, I wrote it." So they sent me a contract in prison. And I was
Did
paying,
they send you money in prison too?
no, not yet.
Just
But
wanted
the
to-
contract come first, and it came like a week later. So I'm playing basketball in the yard or something, and then I get a call over the loudspeaker. It was the warden. They're like, "Report to the warden office." I'm like, "Warden?" You know, you get called the warden office.
Yeah, you like,
And
like the
everybody
principal.
heard it. They're like, "Jim, they called you to the warden office." Like, what the- you know what I'm saying? You go to the warden, man. You don't go to the warden, lieutenant, captain or something. But they call. So I go to the warden office. I go in there as the warden and it's the lieutenant, the captain. I'm like, damn, they shut the door. I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's this? They hand me an envelope. And then in the envelope is a contract for 2 books, $50,000, book deal. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I wrote a book," and I sent it to this company, and and he's like, "Well, you can't do this. You locked up. You can't be getting money and all." I said, "I ain't know, man. I wrote a book." You know what I'm saying? Then he said, "Hold up, just give us a few days. We gonna see what's up with this," because they thought I was on doing some crooked stuff in
crooked
prison.
stuff, right.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, "No, I just wrote a book, sent it out, man." You know what I'm saying? So a few days later, they called me back over the loudspeaker, come back to the warden's office. So I go back to the warden's office, and he just said, "Oh, here go your contract." I was like, he said, "Yeah." Then he looked at some old law, because I was in the feds, federal prison. He was like, in 1970, it was a law passed where inmates could rehabilitate themselves through writing. He said, "We never knew, and nobody never got a book deal." And they looked and researched and said, "Yeah, you can sign it." I'm like, "Oh," so
Jimmy,
it was like a spark. Like,
Let me ask you a
I started
question.
writing.
So when you got out and you met the woman you're with now, did that happen on you all of a sudden, or were you preparing for that?
The woman I met.
You
What
with?
now?
Yeah.
No, we talking about Tatiana. Go back.
No.
We talking about the one he didn't want to cheat with. That
5
one.
years, 6 years ago. No, that was a different one. When I came home from jail, I was fresh out the joint.
Right, that's
10
what I'm
years of no sex. There's a lot of women.
Are you with the woman you met when you came out?
No, he's not with nobody.
You
All right,
missed that.
all
You
right,
missed
all
that.
right.
That's the one he told, look, I can't be faithful. Here's my son.
But wait a minute. We getting down to the end of the show. We're coming down to. But I do have a
All right,
question.
my-
Do you
my bad.
think you'll ever be a one-woman man? I just in general, do you think you will ever be a one-woman man?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of women want to lock you down. I mean,
Yeah, but
they have before. You know what I mean?
shut up.
I'm just saying.
I mean, that's the eventual. I mean, who don't want to? I mean, you play, and it's all good, but you get to a point in your life where you're like, look, I want to be with that one person. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get older, and you know what I'm saying, you need somebody. That one person is nothing like that one person. I mean, you can have fun all you want. That's all good and dandy, but it die out. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Because don't you run into the same type of people as celebrity? You are a celebrity. You're a celebrity in your own right. Don't you run into people who
I get it.
definitely want to get a part of the action? Like, oh,
but
man,
I see it
I know he
coming,
making
though.
paper.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
see it coming. Yeah, I mean, I know better.
You see it coming.
Yeah, come on, Charlie.
I see it coming. Like, come on.
Stop playing.
It might be one that might slither in.
Ain't nobody slithering. Been there, done that. You understand? I just did a book signing not too long ago, and it was I just wrote a erotic novel called Sex Slave. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my top books. You know what I'm saying? You read it?
It's Sex
Yeah,
Slave.
I had a big giant book signing at Jolly's. It was like 1,000 women. They knew I wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. They thought it was
They knew
very
you wrote it like, hey, if you
Yes.
writing it, that means you doing it, right?
It's a popular book. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's girls coming, but I'm not pressed about that crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm there to sign books. You know what I mean? I don't want no
You hear
panties.
about that money. And then you have a book coming out now, because we're coming to the end. You have a book out now, King. It's released now or will
Yeah, I
be
just
released?
dropped it last week. It's the #1 book in Philly. I sold 500 copies in a week.
How do you gauge that? Because you keep saying it's a bestseller, it's a #1
Well,
book in
Amazon.
Philly.
You can go to Amazon. You can Google my name.
Google his
Find
name,
out.
Jimmy
You
the
see-
Saint.
You see
Jimmy,
a lot of-
J-I-M-Y.
Well, I
Five
meant to
stars.
say that
I've
it's in Philly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not
Well,
talking
you know what I
about
mean? I won an award at the National Urban Book Awards in Silver Spring, Maryland. Book Author of the Year, 2012, 2000. I was Book Author of the Year. I beat everybody. They're like Best Character of the Year for my book Scarface, the character's face. Character, I got awards for like winning it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a new issue of Vibe magazine. You know what I'm saying? Philly's, I mean, Google.
He
you
is
find
doing
out.
it.
I
Let
do
me say,
this.
it's DaSaint. DaSaint. Jimmy DaSaint. Google him. Hey, that's real big right there. Now I'm happy to know you all these years. I didn't know you went to school with David though. That's real deep.
man.
Playing ball. I did not know that.
balling
Maybe-
up.
Somebody has a comment over here.
Okay, who has a comment?
I just wanted to comment on Jim's questions and his lifestyle. The title of it is Soulmates Today. A lot of people look for in their professional life, their different characters of what they perceive to be the perfect man and soulmate in their life. That's another term for partnership in today's realm of relationships. And people should look back at what their parents established and what their grandparents established in relationships. And that's where all the ingredients to keep your soulmates, your soulmate.
But we're gonna get more into soulmates in a minute. Right now we got Nikki Felt standing by and Dr. David Pulley. I think they were battling it out, and that's why they're both still in the audience. I think they trying to get their notes together. Who's gonna be better? Who's gonna? I don't know. I think David looked like he's ready.
I'm going for Nikki though. I'm rooting for Nikki.
I don't know.
I'm going for Nikki.
We don't know whose side somebody's on, but we're gonna find out whose side everybody's on. But that is coming up right next. Right now, we just want to talk about Jimmy DaSaint. His book is in stores right now. You can get King. You can get What Every Woman Wants. You can get all 30 books of his books on Amazon right now. This is Single on a Saturday Night. Thank you to everyone that helps us put the show together. I'm talking about Howard Gilliam Jr., new video production. But guess what? Howard has his own television show now. Howard has branched out. He's talking about My Special Day. So if you have a special day coming up and you want the right person to film your event, I'm talking about the right person. I'm not talking about the person who cuts your head off, who has the sound all jacked up. I'm talking about the right person. I'm talking about new video productions. Howard Gilliam Jr. My Special Day airs now. It's out right now on Comcast 66, Verizon 29. I thought he was going to give me a hint about one day, but he didn't. I know it comes on 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Thursdays at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But thank you so much. Watch My Special Day by Howard Gilliam Jr. AlvinaStyles.com. That's my jewelry. You see my jewelry? My bling?
Yeah.
My bling. And someone today is walking home with a magazine bag. I wonder who it is. We're going to find out right now. This is Single on a Saturday Night. And we're going to go now. Bye-bye. Where's the DJ? DJ, dude. DJ.